Over the last few days, we've been debating the Congress Party's 2008 Memorandum of Understanding that was signed in Beijing. When Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party leadership, including Anand Sharma, were in Beijing during the Olympics, and they signed an MOU or a Memorandum of Understanding with the Communist Party of China, party-to-party understanding, that said that the young leadership of these two parties, that is the Communist Party of China and also the Congress Party, would keep in touch forevermore on global affairs, on bilateral issues, on everything that concerns India, China, the neighborhood, including business, trade, everything that's possible, right? And today we have some more breaking news that's coming in. Savio Rodriguez, who's the editor of Goa Chronicle, joining us on the biggest story tonight. And he's reported this evening about how Sonia Gandhi also confirmed in an interview to Chinese mouthpiece Xinhua. She spoke about this MOU in great detail. Let me go straight to Savio. Savio, you've reported it. I read some excerpts of what Sonia Gandhi had said regarding that MOU that spoke of party-to-party relationship and communication channels that will be kept open on, especially between the young future leadership. What more have you reported, and what more have you been able to find out about this pact, Savio?
Well, the interesting aspect of this entire story that we have done is that Sonia Gandhi does not talk to any of the Indian publications on the agreement that she has signed, the Congress has signed with the Communist Party of China. It is during the celebration of the 90 years of the Communist Party of China. She does a written interview with the Xinhua news agency, and she shares certain strategic inputs of how the relationship between India and China has flourished over the years between the Congress and the Communist Party. In that interview itself, she refers to the pact that was signed by Congress and the Communist Party of China, which is the party that rules the government in China, of 2008. So she talks about how young leaders are supposed to come and understand each other. She talks about trade, she talks about infrastructure, she speaks about international cooperation, multilateral issues, the entire gamut of relationship that two governments actually get into. It's not two parties getting into it. So she's never made a discussion about this to any of the Indian media from 2008. I don't recall any discussion happening with the Indian media. In fact, the only Indian media to pick up this story was the PTI around the same time, where they carried the Xinhua snippets of the Xinhua interview, way back in 2011. So she is actually not spoken to the Indian media about that, and that's the questionable bit. You are willing to talk to the Chinese media about it because that is a pact that is only known to China and to the Congress Party, and you're not willing to talk to anybody in India. She herself says that this deal, and in that interview, is a reality. So Congress remaining silent on this pact between the Congress and the Communist Party of China is absurd, because the truth is anyway going to come out. If you look at any interaction that Sonia Gandhi has had with any senior representative, including the former president of China, you will realize that what she's talking about as part of the MOU is almost similar to the discussions that they are having for the last several years, since the UPA was in power. So it's always about trade, it's always about infrastructure, it's always about young leaders, it's always about employment generation, about inclusive growth. It's about China and the Congress helping China to work together. And this I find really absurd, because at that point of time, there was no need for a party-to-party agreement. In fact, in the meeting in 2007, when the then president met up with Sonia Gandhi, he also spoke about we doing party-to-party arrangements of different people and different countries. Now, a party-to-party arrangement, when you are the UPA chairman at that time, could have easily been a government-to-government arrangement. In the end of the day, if your ties are to build India and China, then why isn't the government doing it? Why is a political party doing it? And that is where the question mark comes in when you link it to the funds that are come into the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation.
Yeah, Savio, that was going to be my second question, because you spoke of the interview, the kind of relationship that they shared with the Communist Party of China has been recorded. You mentioned the PTI interview. I mean, the fact that only PTI was able to report that. Now, the truth is, still today we don't know what the memorandum of understanding entails, what was in that document, the kind of agreement that these two parties had. But one thing is for sure, when you club that memorandum of understanding with what has been reported today of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation receiving funds officially from the embassy, the Chinese embassy, and then the People's Republic of China as a nation, and then you talk about the free trade agreement that the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation also batted for.
Exactly.
And then you talk about the Chinese floodgates that were opened in India. And then you talk about the trade deficit. And now you're complaining about all the mistakes that have been done over the last few decades.
I'll tell you, it's very, you must note this point though. She has gone to China in 2007, towards the latter part of 2007, Sonia Gandhi, and then she goes with Rahul Gandhi in August the subsequent year. Okay, so you have this quick back-to-back meetings happening in China. Why? And why is the focus party to party and not government to government? It was not that they were not in government at that time. So what is this deal that the Congress Party, in particular the Gandhi family, has done with the Communist Party of China? What is that deal? Because it certainly raises questions based on the fact that there is a monetary transaction now in the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. And for free trade, which is exactly what they were discussing about, and which is what she spoke about in the Xinjiang interview. So it is about trade, it is about infrastructure. Has the Congress, through the Gandhis, given China an upper hand in India as far as trade, infrastructure and investments are concerned? That is the moot question. And have they benefited financially from it? From what is coming out and what will come out? Because Goa Chronicle is not going to stop. You're going to be surprised with the truth.
Yeah, and the truth will come out, Savio. The truth will come out. And we are confident that the truth will come out. For all our viewers watching this broadcast of The Biggest Story tonight, a story that Savio has just broken and reported on, the fact that Sonia Gandhi herself gave an interview in 2008 to Chinese mouthpiece Xinhua, confirming the pact that was signed between both countries. And I think we're getting in some more responses, so we'll tell you what it entails. Now, what is the story about? The story is about the Congress Party of India, the Congress Party, that is the Indian National Congress from India, signing a memorandum of understanding with the Communist Party of China, the CPC. So Congress Party, Communist Party of China, they share a great relationship, because it's also reflective in the kind of fundings that came into the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, details of which have been reported by Republic TV as well. We've shown you how the embassy, the Chinese embassy in India, and in fact we're getting in some more breaking news that we're getting as of now. As we stay on the story, there is some breaking news coming in. Anand Sharma, I think, has just tweeted. Anand Sharma has just tweeted, and I'm going to read that out. Anand Sharma of the Congress Party, who was part of this MOU, Savio, this is breaking news that's coming in, that has been just reported by our news teams. Anand Sharma of the Congress Party says, BJP, rattled by the disastrous handling of India's foreign policy, has launched a malicious disinformation campaign against the Congress on signing a party-to-party exchange program with CPC of China. Alleging it was against India's interest is mischievous disinformation. Party-to-party delegations exchange is normal between political parties. Congress has leadership delegations exchange with large number of major political parties across the world. What is wrong? He's saying, what is wrong? In fact, Congress Party is defending the MOU. Anand Sharma of the Congress Party is asking Rahul Gandhi as Congress General Secretary signed the youth delegations exchange with Wang Jiarui, Minister of the International Department of Central Committee of Chinese Communist Party. All information is in public domain. And he is defending it, Savio. The Congress Party has officially defended the MOU. That's breaking news coming in. Anand Sharma, who accompanied the Gandhis, he was with Rahul Gandhi and also with Sonia Gandhi in that visit to Beijing. And you have that picture where you see Rahul Gandhi seated and signing the MOU The Congress party is saying there's nothing wrong with that. This is the first response, official response that's come in. The first official response by the Congress party, which is in fact defending the MOU. Anand Sharma says BJP is rattled by the disastrous handling of India's foreign policy, has launched a malicious disinformation campaign against the Congress on signing a party-to-party exchange. Now, Saibir, what are your thoughts? This is the first response. In fact, Anand Sharma, who many believe had a key, had a key role to play in this meeting. Not just meeting, but when it comes to China, Anand Sharma has a key role to play. A senior Congress leader, Savio, who has just tweeted defending the entire MOU, the pact that the entire country is talking about.
Well, I'm glad he's actually accepted the fact that there was an MOU signed between Rahul Gandhi and the Chinese representative. So that's the first step, right? Which is also brings us to the most important question. If they have signed this, can you please show me the media press conference that Congress has done to announce this signing with China at that stage in 2008? Have they ever made it public? They have not. Can they still make the documents public? Because we'd like to know what the deal is all about. And if they have come and they've gone ahead and confirmed that they have done many more deals, party-to-party deals, can they make all those party-to-party deals public? Because I cannot understand why a political party takes 90 lakhs from the Chinese embassy. I mean, Chinese embassy is the Chinese government. A political party's trust, that is Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, takes 90 lakhs from the Chinese embassy. Now, is the Congress so hard up of money that they have to take 90 lakhs from the enemy of India, which is China? How has India benefited by this alliance, this acceptance of the arrangement with China? And why was it a party-to-party deal and not a government-to-government deal? What is in it for Congress to gain? It could have easily have been a party-to-party deal. It was the Congress government at that time. Sonia Gandhi was the UPA chairperson at that time. What was the need to do a party-to-party deal? Does that mean that if they are not in party, does China influence Congress to influence the Indian politics at that point of time, or the Indian economics at that point of time, or India business at that point of time? What is the intrusion of China business into India at this stage?
I think Savio,
because of that trade.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you at this point. I mean, we were just bringing out details of we've been talking about it. Republic TV has been talking about the 2008 MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding of the Congress Party. So imagine this, in 2008, for the Beijing Olympics, by the way, only few people are invited from India, not the Prime Minister, not the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Manmohan Singh was not invited. Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, and a select few close to the Gandhi family. Anand Sharma was there, and they signed a party-to-party understanding, party-to-party memorandum of understanding between the Congress and the Communist Party of China. Why is this important? In those years, the policy regarding China was drafted, including the free trade agreement, which opened up the floodgates and China taking advantage of India's market. All of that happened. The same Communist Party which runs the Chinese government, which controls the Chinese government funds Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, the president of which is Sonia Gandhi. The embassy of China also funds the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. The story is getting bigger. We're taking a short break. We'll come back with more details. Stay with us.